Are you just learning to play guitar and you're trying to get all the notes to ring out, the strings to ring out without them buzzing or muting? Welcome to MyPOVGuitar. My name is Brandon, and I help you, guide you to learn to play guitar from the player's point of view, from your point of view. This makes learning faster, easier, and more fun. So I'm going to show you some things you can do with hand positioning. And some of it kind of goes against some of the things I've taught in the past and have been taught. And this is going to be what works for you. I'm going to show you some techniques that most guitar teachers and players agree on, but I'm also going to give you a little bit of wiggle room because this is your playing. This is your life, your hands that you're dealing with. And if they're hurting in certain positions, it's okay to maybe break the rules a little bit. And of course, I'm going to show you from your point of view. Okay, let's start with just how to hold the guitar. I've always put it on my right leg as a right-handed player. I did take some classical guitar, and they teach you to put it on your left. Try both and see. For me, the left leg is still just a little too, I'm having to go a little too far out of reach. You know, and maybe it's just years of playing it on my right leg where this feels a little, where I'm not having to stretch as much and a little more at home. And if that's the case for you, just do what works for you. That's what this whole video is going to be about. The next thing is, you know, you'll hear, I've been taught this, I've taught this. You don't want your thumb too far over on top of the neck, over. And this is true because your fingers will tend to flatten, and then you'll mute or buzz strings, right? But there's a happy medium there somewhere. I notice when I play, my thumb is over the neck a lot, and I'm not muting strings, and it's comfortable for me. With open chords, which are in the first 3 frets, the cowboy chords, if you will, this is what we all start out learning. It's kind of the consensus that, you know, having your thumb a little higher up on the neck to make these chords is okay for open chords. When you get into bar chords, because you need that leverage to push against the back of the neck, you do drop your thumb down a lot more. You're doing that, your hands really flatten. But here, you can see my thumb, and I'm getting everything to ring. This might have to do with the size of your hands as well, but like for C, my thumb comes kind of to the left and over. That's the best place for me where it doesn't cramp. So what I would suggest is, as you're making these chords, you want to come out and at the strings regardless, right? The flatter that you are this way, the more likely you are going to buzz strings or mute strings. So you kind of want to come at them. Well, I'm coming at this E major, but my hands is a little awkward with my thumb that low. You kind of use that thumb and push against it, kind of gives you, you're pushing against each other to get the strings to ring out. That for me, I'm just trying to think if I was just playing. Yeah, see, my thumb's pretty high up on that, but that feels pretty good to me. That starts to push my hand out a little too much, and I'm coming at the strings. I'm not muting the strings, so I'm still coming at them, but my hand doesn't feel uncomfortable. I think this all started from playing a D as a kid, and you could reach up there and get that F sharp with the thumb, and then go to G. It's kind of a walk up. That's probably where, if you want to call it a bad habit. But again, my hand's not cramping, because I don't care how long you've been playing. If you're doing something awkwardly, like if I were to go to my left leg, like I said before, and started playing, my hand's going to cramp just like anybody else's. I mean, it's Doesn't matter that I've been playing for almost 40 years. It doesn't matter, you know. There's just a right way for you and a wrong way for you to get it. So just keep in mind, come at the chords, but also make sure you're not just bending yourself in pretzels trying to make these chords. I'm going to run through just some open chords and just see where my thumb lands because I'm not really sure. But I'm just going to play for me, okay? There's a little buzz there on that one. Yeah, with the C, I kind of go to the side. I kind of go over some, and that's probably a big no-no, but that's what feels right for me. It gives me enough leverage for that ring finger where it really feels comfortable. Let's try some E major. Okay, see, I'm kind of pushed against, I'm closer to the head there with that. That's just kind of where I naturally went. Okay, see, there's closer to a bar chord. You see how my thumb did drop for that. So as you're learning each chord, take them one at a time and just see where you feel most comfortable and make sure everything is ringing out. So when you strum, also just pick the strings. That's the canary in the coal mine there. That'll tell you you may not hear if you're muting when you strum, but if you individually pick them, see that one there is not quite. So just take them one at a time and just kind of take notice. And if the first thing is to make sure you're comfortable. The second thing is to make sure all the notes are ringing out. If one or two of those things is not happening, adjust each thing. I wouldn't worry about, well, I've got to play my chord like this halfway up the neck with my thumb, and then you're just wearing your hand out trying to do it. Find that medium, work both sides of it. Work the comfortability part, and then work, are they ringing out? Is this comfortable for me? And then just go on. Then go on to the next one, next chord, and then see how that works out and just adjust. And then before long, it'll be muscle memory and you won't have to think about it. If you have any questions, email me, Brandon@MyPOVGuitar.com, or go to MyPOVGuitar.com for more lessons, and I'll see you in the next video.